Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of the Conundrum cast, where we talk about anything and everything, tackling the small topics and the big questions. My name is Imre, and I'm your host. We've got Oscar back. Say hello.
I hope you're not sick of me, but...
Never. No, it's always great hearing you talk, especially last episode. It was really cool hearing your whole story and tied nicely back and forth together. So, we focused on the fashion quite a bit on the first episode with you. The third episode, God, I can't talk. With the third episode, we kind of tied it all nicely together with the fashion. And this one, I want to focus a bit more on music. And... because, I don't specifically listen to the whole SoundCloud rap, mumble rap scene that much. I've had my phases with it, but now I'm more, again, into, 70s, 80s rock, vaporwave music, especially. That's very cliche, isn't it? God.
No,
but,
not really.
Yeah, so it's
I
all
feel like
that...
vaporwave's still pretty underused.
Oh,
as a
yeah.
genre.
Yeah,
I used to be heavy into it. I still bump, like, Macintosh 420
Yeah.
sometimes.
Oh, God, yeah.
He's probably my favourite
God,
artist, and then Blake Banshee, who's more... sea-punkish. She's
I do
kind
like
of
Blake Banshee. Yeah, I've got a couple. Yeah, I've got like 2-3 whole playlists of different vaporwave music. I don't know. It's really funny. With another episode, I think the first episode, I was talking about how when you listen to music, it'll send you back to when you were like to a certain moment.
I feel like lo-fi as well. Like I'd say like how you are with vaporwave, I'd be like with lo-fi. Lo-fi is definitely one of my favorite genres. Yeah,
I remember what's really funny. When I first started getting into vaporwave music, I went to Wellington for my first time. So that. Yeah, when I listened to it, it's two things. One, I was in a very weird place at the time. I was quite low. I wasn't feeling too great about myself. But also, it was just such a great experience going to Wellington and then, like, finding my passion in life with, like, filmmaking and stuff. So it's a very mixed emotions of, like, low happiness but high creativity. So so I've been listening to it lately again, and it just takes me back. Also, like, it's really funny now because I used to listen to a lot of music when I read books, which then kind of was how I stopped reading. Exactly. No, I used to do it, but now, like, I can't focus on two things anymore. But now every time I listen to vaporwave, because I had it like playing really quietly, I think of Stephen King's It, which is what I was reading at the time when I was listening to vaporwave. So now every time I read it, my heartbeat increases, and I think a clown's going to jump out of my closet. So that's fantastic.
That happens whenever I do anything remotely scary related. I used to be heavy into those top 5.
Yeah. So I want to focus on music a little bit, especially on your music, or music that you enjoy and that you listen to, and what inspires you with that. So... shoot.
Let's do like a top 5 or just like random?
With that, we'll probably, I want to start with, we were walking to town to get lunch. You gave me a bit of what your top 5 favourite artists were. Or
just
you were saying top 5 artists of good clothing. But I think now that we're focusing more on music, just your top 5 favourite artists.
I mean, I can do both. I'll do like...
We'll probably focus less on the fashion one this time.
I'll just quickly go over it in case anyone's curious. But like,
I can probably put it into the other episode.
So, in no particular order, I guess A$AP Rocky, A$AP Nast, Tyler the Creator, far out, who else? Those are definitely top 3.
Top 3, yeah.
I don't know if there's any... There's probably other ones I'm forgetting.
I don't know if I'm remembering correctly. Young Lean used to have very...
I don't know. He definitely spearheaded a lot of like trends we see now, like, especially with Nike and Ralph hats, especially.
Yeah. I think for me, Lil Peep used to have really good fashion as well.
I wasn't a fan of it, but then that's a different taste.
It is a very
clothing.
It is a very.
He actually walked for V-Line as well, which was pretty impressive.
He what?
He walked for V-Line, which is they've kind of died down, but they were like really big in 2017, 2016 when they did the first show at Paris. I think it was Paris Fashion Week. But top 5 artists in no particular order. Well, I think everyone knows it, but like Playboi Carti, I feel like he's the master of doing nothing, but at the same time he's doing so much. But I feel like it's like you either hate, I don't know, you either hate his music or you like it. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain what his music, because like he's shit in music lyrically, like, let's face it. Even like die-hard fans like me will not focus on the fact, but he is like, he's not saying much in terms of lyrics. But
yeah,
I think as much as that was deemed important back in the old days, if something sounds good but lyrically they're not saying much, it's better for me personally and my like what I enjoy in music.
Yeah.
And then then something being lyrical but being like boring to listen to.
So what do you think is more important, having really good... What do you focus on more? Really good music or really good lyrics?
Really good music, because I listen to a lot of lo-fi, which can sound all the same, but they all have different feelings and that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
I listen
know
to a lot
exactly
of
what you mean.
Drum and bass now as well. And with those, like, back in the day, they would have, like, before raves and everything, like, maybe 60s or 70s. I could be completely wrong with that, but, like, I feel like everyone looked like D&B and, like, lo-fi and all those genres where it's focused more on instrumentals and like the feeling of a track.
Yeah,
because there's not much lyrics in lo-fi and D&B. They're meant to like create a feeling, whether it's euphoria or sadness. With D&B, it's mostly like energy focused, so it's quite high tempo. You can get... I'm a chill person, so I like more chill focused D&B, which is liquid, I think. And then lo-fi is just pretty much just like nice chill music. Like it's typically...
It's that kind of study
It gives
stuff.
you the feeling of like inside in bed on a rainy day and you're just cozy
exactly.
in bed.
A lot of them have like
feeling.
that like binaural sounds to it, like
and they definitely,
the static or the rainfall.
They definitely sample a lot of anime as well.
Yeah, that is a big
like
thing.
One of my favorite like producers, I guess, but like lo-fi producers would be Beside You. He samples a lot of like Cowboy Bebop, and he might have done Dragon Ball before. But he's definitely... I definitely really like his music.
Yeah, talking about music, I want to do a little quote, which is, without music, life would be a mistake. That's... I don't know, there's not that much to talk about with that, but which I just find funny because this quote is from Friedrich Nietzsche, who is a famous philosopher who, if anyone knows it, he wrote Beyond Good and Evil, which is... I have the book. I still haven't read it because it's so incredibly difficult. But it's a very famous philosophy book.
Which I feel like ties in, because some people just don't listen to music, and I don't understand
exactly.
how.
I don't understand how they do it.
Because music is like... I was thinking about this. Like, the three major things in life, at least for me, like the Holy Trinity would be fashion and clothes, or just fashion, art, as in like paintings, drawings,
visual
kind of
creativity,
and then music. That's the holy trinity of what inspires me in life, if I could break it down. Like, especially art now, I definitely follow Basquiat, I think is how you say his name, Basquiat. I love his, like, I'm not a huge fan of all this stuff, and it is quite, at times, it is quite rough around the edges, but I think that's what's great about his art. It kind of gives me a feeling of like mental distress and something I can relate to. It's very like rough around the edges.
It's kind of what we were talking about earlier off mic as well with Hot Mess kind of thing, because like that's a very I don't know, it's a very specific style, and not everyone's into it, and it's all about that. Yeah, it's like a message being told kind of thing,
which I feel like ties into Playboi Carti and like mumble rap and just like stuff that isn't very lyrical based. Like people, especially older generations, I feel like every young person is usually pretty like open to it, and I'd say there's definitely like a lot more. I'd say even with his last album, Die Lit, which is a really good album, it's probably my album of the year for 2018, because it's just like he knows how to create a feeling. He knows
that's the most beautiful part.
Like, I think, even if I'm not huge into drugs and drug culture, like I am with raves and stuff, but like his song Lean, for real, it feels like you're on a trip. Like, it just, the instrumental, like what he does with his voice. He has this thing where he does a baby voice, and it's just like so high pitched, and he's the only one who can do it. It's just like, he does it on the song called Flatbed Freestyle, which is probably one of my favorite songs off the album. But he's definitely up there, and he's kind of becoming Rocky 2.0 as to where he's got his own fashion sense, and he's kind of going into his own lanes, as A$AP Rocky isn't just a musician anymore. He's like an actual artist. Yeah. Like, that's what I see Playboi Carti as. And then I'd see Lil Uzi as the other one. I'm not as big of a fan. Like, I'm quite a stan of Carti, and I am to an extent of Uzi, but Carti for me, he's saying even less than Uzi, which I don't know how is possible, Because on one song, he's pretty much just saying what, but like, I don't know.
I think what you were saying as well with music, with it not having that many lyrics, there is obviously something to that. Because first of all, it is obviously working because heaps of people are listening to it. And I feel like, especially mumble rap and kind of SoundCloud rap in general just gets a lot of smack now because, it's not so lyrical. Yes, but there's two parts to music. Exactly. There's the kind of music where people listen for the lyrics. If it's either really storytelled or the rapper is extremely talented, or just lyrically talented, or there's the kind of music where you listen for the music itself. And I guess there's the extremes where it's like, I don't know, classical music. Obviously, there's no words. You just listen to the music. And then there's, for example, there's something like SoundCloud rap where there is some lyrical form to it, obviously, but it's not to fully focus on it. So it's more like
it's more of a feeling. It's more of a sense of it's just, I don't want to dissect like 10 layers of meaning into music.
Exactly.
And fair play to you if you want to do that, but I just want something that sounds good. And the whole point of music, if something sounds good to you, then by definition that's music in my dictionary.
But it's also situational, for example. At a certain get-together, and someone's constantly blasting, like, highly...
Logic or...
exactly. Something like that,
You want something that sound... Like, you want some...
You want to also have certain music where, like, either you can get into and be hyped because there's a little bit of lyrics, or you can just have it playing in the background because... for example, at a party, it's not constantly about everyone raving together, but it's also about the conversations and stuff. So you want something a bit more mellow.
Music. You don't want something to take the attention away from, like, catching up with friends or whatever.
So I feel like that kind of music just gets a lot of smack.
It's just kind of sad, but it comes with being in a small town, and hopefully once, it sounds shit, but once the older generation goes away, then our younger generation will put forward the ideas.
But I feel like it's also changing, especially with our generation now. There's social media, for example. So we're even living in a small rural area or semi-rural.
You literally have a computer in your pocket.
Exactly. I mean, you look at phones, like that kind of machinery in there used to be a giant machine.
It would have baffled the people's minds of like even the 1980s.
Bro,
an 1990s.
An iPhone would have baffled me. Show me this in 2007.
Yeah.
Back then you had like freaking flip phones and brick phones.
Yeah.
So like something like this is just insane, the kind of stuff that you have. So obviously things are changing as well now, and with that everything changes and it evolves, and it's important to accept change and accept that, accept that things are not always going to stay the same. And I mean, that can be applied to everything, not just music or fashion.
Because you can still listen to the music you like. Just don't, like, shove it in people's face. Exactly. Like, you can not like mumble rap. There's nothing wrong with that, and it's not for everyone.
But it's wrong, it's wrong to constantly slander it.
Yeah, because it's just closed-minded.
Yeah. And exactly, like, you always hear people...
It's not all of it's good, but not everything from every... It's like people make the argument that all mumble rap sounds the same, but all rock music sounds the same. All, like, to an extent, like, lyrical rap sounds the same.
It does.
Drum and bass sounds the same. Lo-fi sounds the same.
That's why
you have to find the artists that stand out or have... that you just like out of that genre, because not every artist in a genre is going to be interesting, because it just doesn't... Life doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Exactly.
And... everything's supposed to sound the same because it's a genre. Like, everything in rap is mostly, like, focused on the flow, the lyrics, but not mumble rap. Mumble rap is focused mainly on the beat and the flow to an extent. And then in lo-fi, it's all about instrumentation, and same with rave music and drum and bass. And and I feel like the world's it is pretty negative and shit at the moment, so, like, mumble rap kind of ties in that, where people just we want to, like, listen to something that sounds good that can take us out of our bad reality.
Exactly. And it's not constantly aggressive shouting in the ear. It's just to relax a little bit to an extent and get away from what's going on. It is all about that. It's escapism, It's trying to get away from...
music in its simplest form is just escapism, just as art and just as clothing to an extent.
Yeah, and it's an expression of the time and the mood and the setting and everything that's going on. It's an expression of what the artist is feeling, and if you can relate to that, then there's obviously something to that. And if you can't relate to it, then maybe you're just in a different situation. Maybe
and you just have to accept that different people are going to like different things, and you don't have to like it, but just be like, hey, this isn't for me, but other people see something in it, so fair play to them.
What about actually? Yeah, we'll talk. Sorry, we'll talk a little bit about Tyler because I still haven't focused on him that
Tyler,
much. Yeah, because Tyler the Creator, he's been, for me especially, he's been such a big part of my life. He's influenced. I've talked about this on the podcast. He's influenced my fashion extremely. He's influenced my not personality per se, but my view on a lot of topics. And I feel I'm very happy that he's starting to get more recognition as well.
He's always kind of had the recognition, but I feel like he's getting actual recognition from music.
Exactly, it's the same what you were saying with A$AP Rocky of being like now he's like a bona fide artist.
He's a genius. Like even in the time of like 2012, he was kind of making not mumble rap, but like he was making like very like 3-6 Mafia, like very south focused, like dirty, like not dirty, but like it's got a particular sound to it. It's very south focused. Like my favorite song by him probably, or like top 5 or top 10 is What's Up, or What's Up, and it's spelled WASSUP if anyone wants to listen to it. It's on Live Love A$AP, which is probably I'd say second or first favorite project by him. First one being Live Love A$AP, which is probably his best musical input he's ever put out, and I think it's a great album, which got slammed at the time, which was weird, but I kind of get it because like A$AP Yams, rest in peace, but he had a lot of influence on Rocky's creative decisions, and I feel like everyone felt that with Testing when it came out. It wasn't the album everyone was expecting. It was super experimental, and I feel like Testing and Cherry Bomb have a lot in common, where they're very experimental albums. And
Cherry Bomb in itself is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated albums. I have it right here next to me, actually.
It's my favourite Tyler album. Second being... It's probably a tie between Igor and Flower Boy. I'd say I like Igor a bit more, but Flower Boy and Igor are both really good albums to me.
What I like about Cherry Bomb in particular is that when you listen to it, there's many, like some of the songs are already very like Flower Boy-esque. They have
especially
that kind of,
like Find Your Wings.
Exactly.
I can't remember.
And he was already like getting into that kind of stuff then, but then people weren't as happy with it because they only knew him as this aggressive.
Which he still had elements music. Of, but
exactly. It was such a nice tie together of the different music. That's why I love that album so much.
I feel like in 2017, because of the whole like art hose and like people like, there's a lot of girls who wear like mustard yellow. They wear like lots of like bright pastel colours. Their whole aesthetic tied in perfectly to Flower Boy. Yeah, and that's I feel like what helped propel it.
Exactly.
And with Igor, it'll be interesting because his whole aesthetic, not his whole aesthetic, but what he's done with Igor is he has like where he has the wig, and then it's like very colourful suits, which I really like, and then like it seems to be white Doc Martens with a black soul.
And Igor itself is also really. That's why I like Igor so much because.
Sorry to cut you off, but I thought it was going to be a different like character. How like he had Wolf and like there was someone else on the Wolf album, and then I think Goblin is its own character as well. Really, each album is a character that he's playing.
That's why I like Igor so much, because it is very, in a sense, it is very similar to Cherry Bomb, because again, he's got that kind of that flowy music that you hear a lot in Flower Boy, but then he's kind of tying back to this older kind of paying homage to his older music itself with the more aggressive lyrics, or the voice at least.
Yeah.
That's why I like it so much. But also, again, like back in like 2012, 2013, Tyler was known only for that. No one knew him for that other softer kind of music that he really liked. And like there's like a bunch of little clips and little like snippets of songs that are very Flower Boy-esque from like that older time, and a lot of people weren't into, or I don't know, it wasn't as well received, for example, as well. And that's why Cherry Bomb, I think, wasn't as well received as well, because everyone had this one image of Tyler of being this just aggressive, angry guy. But then now, as he's developed more, people are just
he's just matured with age, which happens with all of us.
He has matured with age, which
obviously. I think everyone went through like a type of edgy phase. Where
exactly,
it was like cool to make like 9
but he used it to his advantage as well, because it was that kind of shock factor. The same thing that happened with my fashion. It was that shock factor of people being like, "Whoa, that's pretty edgy. What is he doing?" And then people being like, "Yo, that's actually cool. Like I like this guy." It's the same thing with like the punk movement. You know, it was so so out there, was so crazy, and people being like, "Yo, that's
not rock and roll."
That's crazy. Yeah, and people actually going like, "That's whack. I like this guy," and that's where it came from. Then when he started getting the recognition somewhat, and he was like, "Yeah, I can focus on my own kind of stuff now." People are like, "Hey, what's happening here?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, you're selling out." It's like, no, not really. He's just evolving his music. And I think in that sense, Igor just ties all of that so nicely together. It's such a nice conclusion to... Well, I don't know if it's a conclusion. Obviously, his music... I'm sure he's going to make more music.
I look at it as...
But it ties it all so nicely together. Like this journey that he's went through.
I was listening to it at work, and really the album is like a story... To me, at least, and I'm pretty sure it is, it's a story of like him having heartbreak or relying on someone for validation or appreciation or love, which I think a lot of people can relate to.
I mean, a lot of his music's always been like that, obviously, with his
especially
father
with IFHU off Wolf. That is definitely I could actually see that being on Igor if he didn't release it back then. And a lot of tracks of Flower Boy, of course, but it's more of a singing album. It's more of a like. It is kind of in line with mumble rap, and congrats to him as well. I think it's like he produced the whole album himself, and no rapper has ever done that before, like just them. Yeah. And he got, so props to him for that.
Yeah, he got so much recognition for Flower Boy, especially, yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Earthquake went platinum soon, because that song is probably my favourite song off the album, along with What's Good and Boys Are Gun. And Puppy's up there as well. And then the last song, which I think is Gone/Thank You.
I love that one so much. That one has...
Because it comes to the realisation that, hey, I don't need this person to feel like loved and appreciated and stuff. And it's kind of him coming to that realisation.
Yeah, exactly. I like that a lot when an album has that kind of story. It has that journey that you go through. It's kind of similar with Gus Dapperton's new album, Where Poly People Go to Read, which is, the first 4 songs are all about heartbreak that he went through, and then the next being him, finding new love and stuff like that. That's what I really like when albums do that, when they have that whole story, when you can when it's supposed to be listened to in order, for example, as well, and you get that whole message. That's what I really, really like.
And I feel like Flower Boy was his answer to where he was at the time. He seemed to be, or at least he was going into a dark place of like loneliness and materialism and how it doesn't bring you happiness. And now he's kind of gone past that with Igor, and he's kind of okay with himself.
Exactly, it's like the whole selection, his whole discography. Is that how you say it? Discography? Yeah, is a journey in itself. Obviously, he was that young guy trying to do something with himself.
He was like a punk, really.
It was a young kid. It was a hip hop punk movement in a sense, and
Odd Future ties into that perfectly.
Exactly,
as well.
And then Flower Boy is that era where he like started coming to that realization.
Yeah,
and then Igor is that finishing end of this journey of like realizing that it's still okay. Yeah. It is that idea of like you well, exactly, like we're kind of I'm going through this kind of stuff as well, of you being at school and being like, oh, this is all I do, and then you finish and you're like, well, what do I do now? And then once you come to a realization that, first of all, no one's telling you what you have to do anymore. You're not going to school. You have control of your own life.
And that's the beautiful part.
And that's the beautiful part. Once you actually, see that and be able to accept that, your options are limitless. Because now you actually have the freedom to do whatever you want. And that's, I feel, Igor really represents that feeling, especially for me. And I love that album to absolute death. It is fantastic.
And also a Whole Lot of Red on the way, Playboi Carti's album, and Eternal Atake are probably on the way as well.
Oof, yes.
Nah, Whole Lot of Red's gonna be so good, man. I love that album. But I love that. I love what I've heard for it, because his music gets leaked a lot, and he has a lot of snippets, which I think it hurts them, but at the same time, it's like
it builds so much hype.
Like Playboi
Carti, crazy amount of hype.
I feel like he's pretty mysterious. Like, he's unique in the way that he is very limited with what he puts on social media. Like, I think overall he only has like 40 tweets on Twitter or something.
Or what?
Or something like that. It's some like if you compare it to like other rappers and artists, it's like really like minuscule.
But that's the thing heaps of people do. I mean, Kanye did that so many times where he just deletes everything, unfollows everyone, then posts like one picture and the world goes crazy. Because...
No, but like Playboi Carti's always been like that. Like he's super selective about what he puts out. So that's why I think he's succeeded. I can't really think of anyone else who's like put that at the forefront of their image.
I think that's the whole point as well, though, because everything's constantly so secretive that now when like a little bit gets leaked, everyone's like, oh my god, what's happening?
Yeah,
Something's happening. Everyone's just on top of that. So I feel, it does boost that kind of hype for the album as well, now that this little leak's coming out, because he doesn't say anything about it. Yeah, so there is something to that as well.
Who else was there? Artists. Oh yeah, I didn't do my top 5 music artists, did I?
You did, but you didn't follow up on it too much. You can go back into that if you like.
Who it was. Like top 5 music artists. I've talked about Tyler, like A$AP Rocky. I'd say Aphex is up there, maybe. I haven't heard all of his discography, but I've heard Aphex Twins? Yeah, Twins.
I was watching their videos just the other day. Oh my god, I love that music. Eric was talking about...
I think it's
did he talk about that on the first episode? Maybe. It's either first or second episode. Please, listen to that.
I very much.
But no, he was, talking about Aphex Twins. I absolutely adore his music. It's such a weird... like some of the music
I don't like his nature-focused stuff where it's more like just purely like calm instrumentals. I like definitely...
that kind of glitchy...
The Fuck, I think it's called, or something else. And then I like... Classics is a good one, although it's just pretty much all his most well-known songs. I think it's definitely a good introduction if anyone wants to get into his music. And also, I think Selected Ambient Sounds from 85 to 92 is also very good. I very much like that. That's probably my favourite project.
Eric sent me Aphex Twins Come to Daddy. That music video is... freaky weird.
That song, but he has a lot of music, and I think he has different aliases as well. So it's like the whole MF thing. Like it's hard to keep track of.
I think the music video that I really enjoyed that I watched from Aphex Twins was T69. T69 something. Hold on, that's not the full name.
I think I've heard most of his old music. I don't know if I've heard
T69 Collapse.
New
this
music.
One. It's 10 months ago. A music video is insane. It is an absolute journey and a half.
A music video I think is insane. It's a meme, but like Sicko Mode by Travis and Drake. I think although the song has been memed to death, it's like a good song. It's 3 songs in one pretty much. And I wish the first part of the song was like longer, at least its own song. But I think I don't think I was expecting that to be the hit off the album. I was expecting Stargazing, because Stargazing is kind of like another rodeo, and what Travis does with his... Oh yeah, Travis Scott, he's another one of my favourite artists. He's probably in top 5. He's got the whole rock star mentality. He calls his fans rages and stuff. But definitely I think... I'm going all over the place.
And talk about music videos as well. Yeah, like Lamborghini High is just such a beautiful music video.
I remember when that came out. I think
it blows my mind every single time I watch that.
I think I like LSD more because I like visuals more, and I'm a bit off of the camo. Like Rocky obviously does it well somehow. He wears a whole lot of camo, but he makes it work. I
think the reason I like Lamborghini High so much is just the pure editing. Yeah. Obviously, like it because it rides so heavily into that whole glitch thing, which I love a lot.
And like all the bright colours of camos. And the whole A$AP mob.
There's just something very specific about that music video I like a lot. But yeah, like
LSD is just that.
LSD. That music video.
When it goes into Excuse Me and it goes down to the mirror looking at him and it films it through the mirror instead of at him. That's...
And the music video for I have too many playlists on Spotify.
I think Frank Ocean's coming up as one of my favourite artists as well. I think Nights is like it's a mind-blowing song to listen to.
Yeah.
Like, I think the second part of that song is just like, it's so calming but sad at the same time. And just the way Frank goes over the track is just like... It's really just magical.
It's very special. There we go. I found it. Yeah, no, the music video is for Praise the Lord and A$AP Forever.
Yeah.
Those two are
A$AP Forever is such a good song.
That music video itself is also really cool.
When A$AP Rocky said, we kissed the Frank Ocean and Blonde, I truly felt that in my soul.
Yeah, it's something real special. Good editing just makes a music video so much. I think Billie Eilish was talking about that on a interview as well, how each of her music videos are like specifically connected to the song, and like the music video is like a perfect, like an attempt to replicate what is going on in her mind when she listens to that song or when she was writing that song. So I feel music videos are extremely important.
Yeah, I feel like definitely Travis Scott and A$AP Rocky, I don't know if they direct their music videos, but they'll have at least a decent amount of creative input into it. But in terms of their music videos as artists, are like top of the chain. I'm trying to think of anyone else. Who is there? Oh, Tyler. He doesn't have too many music videos, but I'd say standing out, I'd say definitely. What was the one from Flower Boy he made? The one on the boat. Oh, Okra. That's not the one of Flower Boy, but Okra. I love that music video.
That is a really good music video.
Purely because he's wearing, in each different scene, he's wearing a different pair of Lafleurs, which was sick, and they've all come out now as well.
I think one of his music videos, I really like the older stuff that he had. For example, the Yonkers music video was really cool.
I don't like the bit where he eats a cockroach because...
Well, that's what he got so famous for. I
can't watch it because it's just so gross. And it's like, does he actually... It's like he actually eats it, but
It's so funny. Have you seen that video of him going paintballing with fans? And then everyone's constantly like, did you actually eat the cockroach? He's just like, man, if you ask that question one more time, I'm leaving.
Because it's so convincing in the way...
convincing.
But obviously he doesn't, because I don't even think
I wouldn't think he does. Well, no, because the camera... I think it's just a really nice cut.
And then he hangs himself at the end.
Yeah, there's that too.
I think it was really dark
that music. That music video. Yeah, exactly. It was that shock impression that got people talking about him. That's what we're talking about, like with his older music. He made heaps of crazy stuff. That's why he got banned, for example, as well, with a lot of his lyrics, which is just stupid because people are like, oh, he's a homophobe. No, he's... Wait, is he bi now? I think he's bi, right?
Yeah, I think he's pretty... I'm pretty
exactly,
sure he's
bi.
like, but even then, that's
now.
not confirmed. I think it's just people maybe looking too much into the lyrics. But
maybe.
I don't know.
But exactly.
It's
like,
not, I don't really
all
care.
That
I don't really...
shock therapy of those.
I hate how everyone's so concerned with his sexuality. It's like, just enjoy the music.
It's really not that important, no. But low-key also interested though, because in one point he said he's into white boys, so I have a chance.
I'd say he's bi. I think he definitely...
I would think so.
Yeah. But I don't care too much.
But a lot of his old music videos were really, really strong. I liked... Oh god.
I like Oldie, even though that's Odd Future. It's not anything groundbreaking editing-wise, but it's just a sick music video.
Oh, when they're all together. Yeah.
I think Earl, Frank, and Mike... whatever his name is, Mike, he's part of Old Future, I forgot his last name, but their verses are legendary, especially Frank's, where he's just sipping the soda or whatever, and he comes in and starts rapping. Earl is another great artist, which I really like some rap albums, or some rap songs.
Earl's, like Chum and... Oh, wait, you mean Who Dat Boy? That's the music video you mean earlier, from Flower Boy,
But there was also another one.
And See You Again, yeah.
And also Tamale, I don't really like Tamale as a song, I like Answer, that song means a lot to me.
And a lot of freaking Potato Salad. That's a dope music video. The editing in that is really
Although
cool.
I kind of hate the people who don't get the references in the song, referencing it. Who dress like the polar opposite of what Tyler dresses like. Mm-hmm.
But a lot of his music videos back then were really, really strong. There's Buffalo, for example, where he turned the blackface on its head, where he painted himself completely white. Yeah, that was really strong. And he had Answer, for example. That's a fantastic one as well.
Earthquake. Earthquake is his newest one. I forgot about that. I wish Cardi was in the music video, but I guess he couldn't get him in it for some reason. Yeah. But I guess Cardi's mysterious.
And Death Camp from Cherry Bomb. That's a dope music video. He had so many. He never does his most popular songs as well. He'll just do a random one. And it's something really special about his music videos.
I like how he does, because in Who Dat Boy he also does 911, and then in
Tamale, he does Answer.
Yeah, I like how he does two songs in one.
Yeah. Well, he did that with Gone Gone from Eagle.
No, I mean purely for music videos. But I also like how he does that with Party's Not Over, Campfire / Beamer. That's probably one of my favourite
Beamer is a
songs.
really cool music video as well.
He's got a Frank feature as well,
he has just a very beautiful aesthetic mind that I love so much.
Did you see recently he was at Wimbledon or something, and he had like a really nice cream bucket hat?
I think so. Yes, yeah.
And then there was also word of a Lacoste X golf collab, which is super interesting.
That is exciting
because they kind of go hand in hand. Because he's got the old like grandpa-ish aesthetic, and it'd be super interesting. I'd be more interested to see golf with bits of Lacoste on it than Lacoste with bits of golf. But I'm interested to see what comes of it.
So yeah, with that, my music recommendation is definitely the album Igor. It is, we talked about quite a bit about it in this episode. So just highlighting the creator, do check him out. Well, actually, one more thing just about Cherry Bomb, what I find really funny is how it was so, it wasn't well received. But then after, or was it before or after Flower Boy, he released the instrumental.
After Flower Boy, I think.
And then everyone was like, oh my god, it was so good. I love Cherry Bomb. It's like,
no, you didn't.
Y'all the ones that hated it. Like, what are you talking about? So that's my music recommendation for this week. I'll give the mic to you.
It's funny because the mic's standing there, but music recommendation, I guess Playboy Carti, but everyone's kind of heard him. But I delve more deeply into his music, I guess. Really, I've just been bumping a whole lot of Playboy Carti snippets because I'm hyped for the album. But I think Denzel's definitely one I'd recommend. He gets a decent amount of respect now, but he's definitely a good lyricist and he knows how to make a banger, which is always appreciated.
Hell yeah.
Were you the one who followed my playlist? I'm trying to figure out if that was you or someone else.
I think I followed something of yours.
I think it's Lucky. I really like Lucky. I'd recommend. Unfortunately, NZ immigration denied him, so he probably won't be coming, which sucks. But I definitely really like Lucky's music. He's a mumble rapper of sorts, but he's still got his own style, and it can be lyrical at times. He's got his latest album was called Freewave 3, which he has it's technically a sequel to Freewave 1 and 2, and he has a track produced by Earl, which is really dope. I was hoping it'd be a feature, but it wasn't, unfortunately. But I've really been liking his music recently. Really, kind of drugged out, more of a, slumped, chill type of vibe, but, you kind of have to listen to it to get what his music's coming from, but it's really good.
Alright, and with that, actually, we forgot to do it last episode, so give yourself a plug. You can give yourself a plug.
My plug is, I only really have one plug. It'd probably just be my Instagram, at Oscar as lame as, Oscar as OSCAR, and then just as lame as.
Cool.
No double letters or anything.
I'll tag it in the bottom as well. Sweet. I'll link it all in the bottom, and that's another episode done. Hell yeah.
Epic.
Nope. How do I? Okay.